Well, what an exciting night. Good evening. I'd like to welcome you all here. This is our 122nd annual commencement ceremony honoring the class of 2014. This is a very special evening for these young men and women and their families. Tonight we have 169 seniors who will be receiving their WF West High School diploma. We are very proud of these students for their achievements. Their hard work, their commitment, their dedication will really be evident tonight as we honor them and we hear about their many accomplishments. Our graduation ceremony is part of a time-honored tradition. It's a time for families to collectively celebrate and mark this occasion. So we'd ask also the audience would cooperate tonight, that each student has a chance to be recognized and honored as they cross the podium to receive their diploma. So please refrain from using air horns or noise devices out of respect for others. Please help each student and his or her family enjoy the moment here tonight. So to officially start our ceremony tonight, I would like you to join me in standing for the national anthem sung by Jasmine Gilbert. You want it off the stand? You just have a...
That works too. Thank you. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Jasmine. It's a great feeling to stand here and look at the class of 2014. It marks a culminating kindergarten through 12th grade journey, and it's exciting for your parents, your families, and those in the Chehalis education system who have had the privilege of working with you. It's also a new beginning. We look forward to hearing about what comes next. So congratulations, Bearcats. And at this time, I'd like to invite your class president, Tess Cummings, to the podium. Tess will give the class welcome, review some great things that have made this class, 2014, so special, and a class to be remembered. Next year, Tess will be going to Pacific Lutheran University. She's going to be pursuing a career in nursing. Join me in welcoming your 2014 class president, Tess Cummings.
Okay, here we are, guys. We made it. I'll try to keep it short. I know it's hot in here. Our class is super great, though, so we have a lot of awesome accomplishments to get through. To make it a little bit more interesting, I'm going to throw it back to 12 or 13 years ago. When we were little, there was a children's book called All I Really Need to Know I Learned in Kindergarten. I'm going to go through our accomplishments using the ABCs and 1, 2, 3s that we learned so long ago. I had to get a little creative for some of the letters, so bear with me. A is for the advanced physics class, who took research projects to the South Sound Science and Engineering Fair, where they won 10 awards. One student also successfully sent a probe 105,000 feet in the sky to collect space dust. B is for Biotech Day. Around 25 seniors helped pull off a successful Harry Potter-themed day. C is for choir. 5 seniors went to the state solo and ensemble competition. D stands for district champs. The girls' fast-pitch team had 3 seniors who helped win first in league and districts. One of these seniors was named MVP of the Evergreen Conference League for the second time. E is for EVCO League champs. The girls' basketball team had 7 seniors who not only helped win league, but districts and the state championship as well. F stands for football. 21 seniors participated in state. G is for golf. They had 4 seniors participate. H is for honor roll and the honors program. 20 students are graduating today with honors, and 91 of us are on the honor roll. I stands for the inspirational award that the robotics team won. They also won the Pacific Northwest District Championship and went to the World Championship in St. Louis. J is for all the jump shots the 6 boys basketball seniors made this season. K stands for the 4 seniors who participated in a Knowledge Bowl. L is for the liveliness the 9 senior cheerleaders brought to the student sections. M stands for the marvelous seniors who participated in forensics and competed at the National Individual Events Tournament of Champions in Minnesota. Forensics had many qualify for state and came home with 3 state champions. N is for the newspaper. A few seniors have spent years of hard work creating the crimson and gray for the student body. O stands for the outstanding track team we have here at WF West. 10 seniors competed this year. The boys' team was the EVCO champions, and one of them won a 6th place medal at state. The girls had an 8th place medalist at state, 2 third place medals, and 2 state champions. P is for the 4 positive role models that have been young life leaders. Q stands for the 3 girls that never quit and made it to districts and state for swimming. R is for Running Start. 31 seniors worked extra hard this year and went to school at Centralia College. S stands for the Scanning Electron Microscope. We were lucky enough to have the opportunity to receive this microscope this year, and the advanced physics class and the robotics classes have gotten to use it. T is for tennis. 6 seniors played tennis and 3 went to districts. U stands for unique. 11 unique students are also graduating with their AA or AS this year. V is for volleyball, who had 3 seniors compete this year. W is for wrestling. 5 seniors wrestled and helped the team win the league championship. 4 of these seniors competed at state. X stands for the Bio Expo. 2 advanced molecular genetics students took projects to it, and one of them took 2nd place. Y stands for yearbooks. This was one of the best yearbooks I've seen in years, so props to the seniors who worked so hard on that. And Z is for the 4 kids that must be kind of crazy for doing so much running and cross country. Since we had so many students that were involved at this school, and there were only so many letters in the alphabet, we are going to move on from the ABCs to the 1, 2, 3s. We had 1 state ring in baseball last year. 5 seniors helped the team win 2nd place in the district and 3rd in the league this year. 2 seniors competed in activities at the state level for FFA. 4 girls played soccer, and 6 students won the 12 Sport Award this year. The next step after learning the ABCs and 1, 2, 3s is reading. This year, Lewis County was able to read about WF West 5,563 times in the Chronicle. Throughout the years, our class has accomplished a great deal in so many different areas, and I'm excited to be able to read about what we do next in the future. Thank you.
This evening we have 2 students who are selected by their class, the class of 2014, to represent them tonight. These 2 students will reflect on their collective past, present. They will also roadmap the future. Our first speaker this evening is Anna DeTrey. Anna will be attending Centralia College and plans to study sports nutrition. Please help me welcome Anna DeTrey.
Can y'all hear me good? Are we good? All right, here we go. One of my all-time favorite movies is the film Forrest Gump. And if you aren't familiar with the story, here's a brief synopsis. Crippled boy runs, fights in the Vietnam War, plays ping pong, becomes a shrimp boat captain, runs across the United States, and marries his lifelong love. Sound kind of crazy? Well, honestly, it really somewhat is, but it's a great movie. When I was 13, I was able to go to one of the iconic Bubba Gump shrimp restaurants in Hollywood, California with my family, and I purchased a souvenir from the movie-based chain. The souvenir I bought was a white t-shirt with a smiling shrimp on the front and a quote on the back saying, and I'll do my best Forrest impression, Mama always said, life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. I really like this quote because I think Mama and Forrest got it right. I like to imagine that with every delivery the stork makes, minutes afterward, there's a light and polite rap on the door. With the opening of the door, Forrest Gump is revealed in his Sunday best. Pressed khaki blazer and pants, blue plaid shirt, white Nike tennis shoes with a white swoosh, sporting a nice crew cut, and holding a medium-sized flat box with a large, slightly disheveled ribbon on the top. The box is handed to the new, excited parents, while typical Forrest nods his head awkwardly and takes off in a dead sprint down the next street. This box is nothing more than an unassuming package of various chocolates, some that will be tasty to the child, but some that will also be absolutely disgusting. The only directions given are eat at will. Only the owner of the box has control over the consumption of the chocolates. In life, we all have eaten our fair share of good and bad chocolates. I ate a gross chocolate-covered cherry when I hit a car out in our parking lot last year without even knowing. I still am really sorry. Maybe your least favorite is the mocha-flavored chocolate when you got a D on your pre-calculus test. Or running the loathed mile in 5th grade through the swampy field out back behind Olympic and coming back into class with mud caked on the bottom of your jeans. Not having the same teacher written on your report card as your best friend for the next school year. Going through your first ever breakup. Watching your parents make out in front of you in one of the school assemblies. Or losing a clutch game in the Christmas volleyball tournament. We've all had them, and they're gross and disgusting, and it's seemingly pointless for Forrest to even put them in the box. I mean, seriously, doesn't he know that I hate chocolate-covered cherries or that you all hate mocha-flavored chocolates? Despite the bad chocolates, Forrest also puts good ones in our box, too. The chocolate peanut butter balls being popped into mouths all over field day while chugging high C from the endless supply in the coolers. Getting a crushed pop or a candy cane in middle school. Making a basket and winning the whole dodgeball game for your class. The level of excitement when we would even be acknowledged by one of the high school TAs in middle school, making alliances with your friends in the war zone of Sprout Ball. The camp out we had in the parking lot just the other night, and graduation right now. Each and every one of these memories carries a distinct flavor and a distinct look. Forrest put the good and bad chocolates in the box for a specific reason, and that reason is this. When you eat a gross tasting chocolate, you'll probably not eat one that looks like that ever again. But when you eat a tasty one, you'll want more of those. The moral of the story, we learn to pick our chocolates, learn from our mistakes, and even though the chocolates may taste inferior to our favorite peanut butter balls, it still is an experience and life goes on. Take risks and eat a chocolate you've never had before. It may just be the best one you've ever tasted. I hope for each and every one of you all today that you have your fair share of good and bad chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get, and that's what makes life such a blast. Thank you, go Bearcats, and most importantly, congratulations, class of 2014, we made it.
Thank you, Anna. Our second speaker tonight is Jacob Snyder. Jacob's going to be studying at Embry-Riddle University, and he's studying aerospace engineering. Come on up, Jacob.
Now, before I begin my speech, take a look to your left and take a look to your right. Now, chances are you've just seen one of the following: your best friend, your worst enemy, an acquaintance, some random guy you've never known, went to the school, Or perhaps you looked into the distance and saw your mom, your dad, and the rest of your family sitting there in the bleachers, all suffering. But regardless of what you saw, the one thing we all have in common is that we've spent quite a long journey getting to this point. A journey that started way back when Bill Clinton was president, cell phones were only used to make phone calls, and the internet, the internet, was an unknown territory only used by less than 10% of Americans. In fact, when we were born, the biggest thing the internet had to offer was a fascinating new service known as electronic mail. Now, we would never know what electronic mail was back 18 years ago. Heck, if we had a clean diaper on, mushed up carrots in our belly, and a nice colorful blanket, we could care less what was happening in the world. And by the time we outgrew our cribs and traded our mushed up carrots for Lunchables and Kool-Aid, the internet grew to the point of 500 million users. Internet companies like Google and Wikipedia were running the internet world. But there was one company that would soon be a blessing to all of us. SparkNotes. I love SparkNotes. Seeing that we do have a few English teachers here, and they can still change my grade because grades are not due to the 12th, I think it's best if I move on. And as we began to write in cursive and read AR books, the first video was uploaded to a site we would all be too familiar with, YouTube. And since then, all of us have probably spent hundreds, no, thousands of hours watching great entertainment like Key and Peele, epic rap battles of history, and of course, llamas with hats. We started middle school just around the same time of the social network revolution. First came MySpace. Now, don't make fun of MySpace, because how would people living under rocks still be able to socialize with each other? Facebook was born just as MySpace died, and today, Facebook battles for control of another website, control of the social network world, Twitter. Now, don't get me wrong, Twitter is great for news updates and to keep up with friends, but there are some tweets that are just the epitome of human stupidity. Now, these tweets are not from you guys, don't worry. But they're all rather from one very influential man that we all know and love, Mr. Adams. These tweets include, but are not limited to, I like yellow yolks. Honey Boo Boo is my inspiration. It ain't no Etch-a-Sketch. You can't undiddle what you already diddled. Home skillet. Thanks to Twitter, billions of people all around the globe are now aware that you can't undiddle what you already diddled. Thank you, Mr. Adams. For the past 18 years, the internet has provided us with entertainment, socialization with friends, and tons of information. Yet, the internet has yet to provide us with personal, meaningful advice like we get from family and friends, which is why I'd like to share with you some advice of my own. You see, life is like this here Rubik's Cube. The only difference is you can't find the solution to life on the internet like you can the solution to a Rubik's Cube. And just as a Rubik's Cube is scrambled differently every time, we are dealt with challenges every day that are unique to our own situations. Every twist and turn we make is another step to solving those challenges. And when faced with those challenges, we have a couple options. We can either try harder and keep twisting and turning? Or perhaps instead, we can give up. But why should we give up? Take a look to your left and take a look to your right. In those bleachers sit your family, friends, and teachers who have been there with you your entire time. And if they ever gave up on you, what makes you think they will ever give up on you? Take a look to your left and take a look to your right. Sitting next to you, there is someone that spent nearly 18 hard years getting to the point where they are right now. And if they ever gave up, they would not be here today. Take a look to your left and take a look to your right. Take a look in front of you. Take a look behind you. Take a look back to the bleachers again. Now take a look all around. What do you see? You see a Bearcat community that has been and will always be there for you when you need it the most. So don't ever give up. Keep twisting and turning. Enjoy every challenge. And if opportunity doesn't knock, well, heck, build a door. Because the best helping hand you will ever receive is at the end of your own arm. And remember, better times are yet to come. Seriously. Because honestly, if you consider advisory and explicating poetry the quote-unquote greatest years of your life, then gosh, there is something seriously, seriously wrong with you. So class of 2014, congratulations. And before I finish, I'd just like to ask you one more time. Take a look to your left and take a look to your right. You've just seen two awesome people that are going to do incredible things in the future. And when the people on either side of you looked in your direction, they saw the same.
Thank you, Jacob. Now we'd like to recognize our top 10 students. This is a very special group that has earned the right tonight to wear the gold honor cords. And this signifies that they have qualified for the top 10 scholastically in their class. So please hold your applause until all the students come forward. And I would like to invite Lindsay Giffey, Keisha Matz, Zoe Saylor, Nathan Sherfy, Dakota White, Anna DeTrey, Anthony Painter, Nicole Bach, Noelle Bedford, and Rachel Tennant. Yeah. Congratulations, top 10. Thank you. Let's give them one more round of applause. Give me a head down, Nathan. Good. Another group of students that we'd like to honor is our honors program students. WF West has a rigorous honors program that involves challenging coursework, both in STEM and humanities courses. We have 20 students tonight that have earned the right to wear the gold honor stole, signifying they have successfully completed the WF West honors program. So would the following students please come forward and be recognized by this audience? for your outstanding achievements. And again, I'll ask you hold your applause to all 20 students that are up on the stage. Nicole Bach, Teresa Collard, Reggie Eklund, Hannah Herzog, Larissa Lindsay, Anthony Painter, Molly Russell, Jacob Snyder, Lauren Wade, Dakota White, Kyle Cheney, Anna DeTrey, Lindsay Giffey, Lindsay Lawrence, Keisha Matz, Cameron Richards, Zoe Saylor, Rachel Tennant, Victoria Weeks, Nathan Wilkes. Ladies and gentlemen, our honor students. Thank you, students. You may be seated at this time. We have 169 graduates this year. Out of this number, 88 has received more than 263 scholarships. 48% of this class will be going to a technical school, two-year college. 33% of you are going to a four-year school. 3% are going into the military. This is a great reflection of our Washington State goals for our students and career and college preparedness. Way to be prepared. Our community is very generous in the support of our students in their post-high school career and college training and educational endeavors, and it makes us exceptional in comparison to other regional high schools. We have had a wonderful scholarship awards evening Thursday night, June 5th, where students received over $1 million in scholarships for their first year. Those scholarships will be over $3 million after you complete your college program. Please look in your program and you will see the insert, and it recognizes the students and all of the many scholarships received from the many foundations, community, and colleges. Several students have received the WF West Scholarship. This is a one-time honored scholarship program that the William F. Blanchard West designated income in a trust to provide scholarships for deserving students. It was the hope of the Wests that the opportunity for advanced education would motivate students of all grades to work hard for academic accomplishment. This program is perpetual, and it started in 1970. These scholarships can be renewed for up to 8 years for these award winners. And this year, 39 of these graduates are receiving over $35,000 in West scholarships. And over $73,000 of scholarships are being renewed this year to 79 former students who are now in college. So this is incredible. And since 1970, we have given WF West graduates over $4.2 million in WF West scholarships. So would the 2014 WF West Scholarship recipients please stand at this time and be recognized? Please stand, WF West. Congratulations, students. WF West students also receive scholarships from a grant established in 1979, which is known as the Kauffman Scholarship. The Kauffman Fund was developed by Mr. and Mrs. John Kauffman in honor of their son, John Freeman Kauffman, who died in an auto accident in 1945. We're grateful and honored that the Kauffman's tribute to their son is a scholarship for our students pursuing college and career preparations. The Kauffman scholarships are also renewable for up to 4 years. This year we have 6 students who received nearly $6,000 from the Kauffman Foundation and 24 students who are renewing former former scholarships and are now in college, who are receiving $22,000. To date, the Kauffman Fund has awarded over $850,000 to our WF West graduates. Would the Kauffman Scholarship Award winners please stand at this time and be recognized? Thank you. Many other individual groups in this community support the future of our students throughout academic scholarships, and many of our students have also received additional scholarships from universities and organizations. This generosity can be seen in your program and insert where scholarships are identified. I'd like to mention some of the scholarships that were not previously announced and are not in the program insert. I know many of you have just continued to hear. So I'm going to ask these students to stand, and we're just going to recognize their scholarships. Keisha Matz, the Poseidon Aquatic Club Scholarship for $500. Lindsay Giffey, the Poseidon Aquatic Scholarship for $500. Arian Woodland, the BYU Idaho Academic Scholarship, $900. Jasmine Gilbert, Two-Town Tuner Scholarship, $400. The Lindsay Lawrence Scholarship, the School Equestrian Team, for $500. Reagan Nelson, the Central Washington Dean's Waiver Scholarship for $1,500, as well as the Washington State Opportunity Scholarship for $2,500. And Rachel Tennant, the Western Washington Scholars Foundation, $750. The Sertoma Scholarship, $750. And Skylar Lucas, the Southeastern University Academic Scholarship for $1,250, and the Southeastern Grant for $4,283. Nathan Sherfy, the AAU Sullivan Award for $10,000. Madeline Boucher, the Concordia Athletic Scholarship for $36,650 times 4 years. The Cameron Richards Scholarship. Cameron Richards, it's not a scholarship yet, Cameron, but I'm sure you'll give us one. Cameron Richards, the Washington State Academic Scholarship for $2,000 times 4 years. Hannah Herzog, the Washington State Retirees Association Scholarship, $1,500. Clayton Easley, the Eastern Washington U Star Scholarship, $500. And would all the students who've received a scholarship please stand now? And let's give them an outstanding round of applause and congratulate them. Thank you. And thank you again to our community for contributing financially to the futures of our students. Some of our graduates take college-level courses at Centralia College, and many will begin taking college courses at WF West next year. We are proud of all of our students pursuing rigorous college work, and tonight I'd like to recognize 10 students who will receive their AA or AS degree from Centralia College in addition with their WF West high school diploma. Would these students please stand as I read your name? Cheyenne Bishop, Julia Carter, Elizabeth Hanson, Reagan Nelson. Go ahead and remain standing. Savannah Wheeler, Austin Yo, Hayden Brame, Hunter Ensrud, Amber Johnson, Haley Overby, and Amanda White. Congratulations, students. It is also an honor for our students to be recognized as the department award winners. And these students are selected by teachers as the most exceptional in the department subject area. Will the department award winners please stand and remain standing while I recognize and call your name. For arts, Tabitha Rexroad. Science and engineering, J.T. Mundy and Kyle Cheney. Science and biotechnology, Keisha Matz and Lindsay Giffey. For world languages, Molly Russell. Language arts, Zoe Saylor. Mathematics Anthony Painter. For music, Nicole Bach. For choir, Jonathan Burton. For career and technical ed, Joshua Nelson. For lifetime fitness, Colton Gray. For social studies, Zoe Saylor and Lindsay Giffey. Let's recognize these top students with our applause. This high school faculty has a very special tradition. Each year, teachers honor an outstanding young man and young woman in the graduating class. This Faculty Achievement Award is based on scholarship, citizenship, leadership, and personal growth over 4 years of high school. These awards will be a surprise to these students who receive them tonight, and pictures of our Faculty Achievement Award winners are displayed in the Technology Center, and these students are a tremendous role model for our student body. So I'd like to invite Janelle Williams and Janet Patterson to please come forward and present these awards.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for coming. Mr. Walters said that this is a very prestigious award, and he's right. It is a very secret one, but sometimes when they announce who the presenter is, most of the class, including the winner, knows who's going to be talked about tonight. I'm lucky enough to be in that situation with this young man. Once my name was announced, it's pretty certain, but I'm going to still tell you about him anyway. Since I've been here a while, I'm often asked, what's the best part of teaching? And I always say that I get to be here to what I call the aha moments, those times when the kids struggle, when they figure it out, when they don't figure it out, when they start over again, all those different things. And this young man has had a lot of those aha moments, so I want to recount a few of them for you. He joined the forensics class because 0-hour waits was full. And his brother, who was his ride to school, was here anyway for the class, so he just sort of wandered in. Turned out he was pretty talented, so he teamed up with a senior girl, and they went to nationals that year as a freshman. He tried student congress his second year, and he went to state with Clay as his partner, or as a fellow competitor, and got to do that his sophomore year. He got a new dual partner, Zach, and they went to 2 more national tournaments. He was on the Knowledge Bowl team also. He helped them for several years, and they were quite successful. You've already heard about his advanced physics program or project this year. He went to Eastern Washington, took his project into space, because he launched a weather balloon and a camera and all that so he could capture space particles to use our new electron microscope with. If you haven't seen today's Chronicle, you should, because there's a great article about it there tonight. He joined the robotics team, became a really strong leader there, and was part of the team that won a lot of awards the last 2 years, and even competed at World Championship in St. Louis earlier this year. He became ASB president, and he became the face and voice of ASB activities and assemblies. He has a loud, booming voice and contagious enthusiasm, and he made all the sporting events and some of the activities and assemblies exciting and memorable. At the assembly on Wednesday, his class gave him a standing ovation for his activities during the year. You even just heard him speak here tonight, and you heard some rather unique ideas from him about his education, his future, and the value it all has. Mr. Walters already gave you the criteria for this award, and it's definitely one that he meets in every regard. As the end of the year approaches, sometimes we all hear from students that say that we made a difference in their lives, and we love to hear that. I'm standing here tonight to tell you that this young man has made a difference in the lives of almost everybody he's met, especially me. It's been a privilege to work with him in every regard, but One of the things we also like about him is he's a little bit quirky, and you saw that tonight in his speech. So I'm going to give him 2 awards tonight. One, the one from the faculty, and a roll of duct tape. But it's not any roll, it's Rubik's Cube duct tape. Congratulations, Jacob Schneider.
Okay, note to self, never follow the forensics teacher. I'm Janet Patterson, I'm the French teacher. I've worked with a lot of students over the years, and you always find something about each one that's special, and you hold them in your hearts. Today I have the honor of presenting the Female Faculty Award to a truly exceptional young lady. This young lady is a motivated student. She took responsibility for her own learning. She managed her time efficiently. She asked questions when she didn't understand, and sometimes they were hard questions. She did her homework conscientiously. She participated actively in class. She was always good-natured about trying, and when you're learning a language, sometimes you make mistakes. She always laughed at herself and laughed with others, and then she learned from those mistakes. She took all of our advanced classes. She was in our STEM program. She's been recognized tonight for her academic performance and was a National Merit semifinalist. When you look at her transcripts, it's an adventure in A's. In addition to her academic achievements, she's participated in a lot of our school activities. She's been in ASB and National Honor Society, Knowledge Bowl, our new History and Culture Club. She followed her passions and started singing in the choir in the 6th grade and continued with chamber music and West Singers for 4 years, earning awards and honors all along the way. And she would come into my classroom with Molly and she would sing, and it would bring tears to my eyes. She is also our Reine du Drame, which sounds so much better than our drama queen, but that's what she was. She's been in all of our productions, and she started, according to Mr. Adams, when she was in grade school in The Wizard of Oz. She is valued in these groups that she participates in, not just because of her amazing talent and her work ethic, but because of how she gets along with people, her sense of fun and joy in participating, and her willingness to put herself out there in front of everyone. It's something that I really admire. But all of that great stuff is in the past, and what I'm excited to see is what her future holds. When we were in France 2 years ago, I got a glimpse of what I think she's going to bring to her future. She's a good sport. When we got caught in a rainstorm, she'd find a cafe and say, "Let's go find something good to eat." When she got put in a hotel room that was really crowded, it turned into a giggly slumber party. She was fascinated by everything we saw. She never ceased to look around, sneak a last peek around a corner, talk to a stranger in the street or in the subway. She was brave, she was adventurous, she was open to all of the differences that she was seeing. She made the most of every moment. And with that attitude, I know that there's nothing she can't accomplish. She has a bright future ahead of her. I hope Stanford is ready for her. Ladies and gentlemen, Zoe Saylor.
Congratulations, Faculty Achievement Award winners. You guys will make us very proud. Our school board values the contributions that members of our community make to our school district. Tonight is an opportunity for recognition of this valued group. I would like to introduce Colleen State, the president of our school board, who will make this special presentation. Colleen State.
Good evening. Each year at graduation, the Chehalis School District Board of Directors presents its Award of Excellence. The recipient of this award exemplifies the essence of support and dedication to the students of the Chehalis School District. I am pleased to announce that the 2014 Award of Excellence is presented to Mr. Alan Rowe. You can stand up here or stand, whatever. Alan is an active volunteer for many community activities and boards, including the Chehalis Renaissance Team, the Providence Centralia Hospital Community Board, Extreme Build Lewis County, Discover Children's Museum, and the Make-A-Wish Foundation. It was Alan's work with Make-A-Wish that connected him to the Chehalis School District. In 2011, while battling cancer, Nicole Beck, a 2012 graduate, was granted a wish and selflessly asked that the WF West tennis courts be resurfaced and improved. With Nicole, her family, many volunteers, community supporters, and donors, Alan led the Nicole's Wish project, which provided a new surface, lighting, fencing, nets, and parking area to the tennis courts. Alan spent countless hours of his own time in the evenings and on the weekends working on our tennis courts. From driving equipment to digging holes to getting down on his hands and knees to lay concrete, Alan's part in this endeavor was not only as coordinator, but actual hands-on, working hard to see this labor of love through to its finish. When completed in 2012, the project had a value of over $100,000. On this special day, where we recognize the accomplishments of our graduation, we honor Alan Rowe for his dedicated volunteer service to the Chehalis School District. Alan, it is our pleasure to extend this special recognition to you for your contribution and support of our schools, students, and community. Thank you, Alan, and thank you, Nicole. And if you're welcome to say something if you'd like to.
I want to thank the Chehalis School District for this award. It means a lot, but really I want to thank Nicole, because without Nicole, this would have never happened, so thank you.
Hi, I just want to thank you so much for recognizing Alan for all his hard work. I've got so many people come up to me and thank me for my wish, because there are a lot of things I could have done with it, but I wanted something that would last. And honestly, I did hardly anything. I painted maybe a couple posts. I was pretty sick. Alan did so much for this school and for me, so thank you.
I missed one young man who is also graduating tonight with his AA degree along with his WF West scholarship. So Josh Belleville, will you stand up? Where's Josh? Sorry about that, Josh. Congratulations, though. Nicely done. We are now close to the moment that we've all been waiting for here tonight. And it's my privilege to introduce the superintendent of the Chehalis School District, Ed Rafa.
Good evening and welcome. In a few minutes, I promise, our school board members will be handing out your diplomas. Our community is fortunate to have these very qualified volunteers who are willing to serve. It is my privilege at this time to introduce to you these dedicated individuals sitting behind me. Again, Board President Colleen State, Vice President Dr. Brian Roberts, and board members Joe Clark, Vicki Daniels, and Brennan Bailey. Please join me in expressing our appreciation for all they do. Seniors, congratulations. On behalf of the Chehalis School District Board of Directors, it is my duty and pleasure to certify that each of the students who will be receiving diplomas this afternoon has successfully completed an instructional program that meets the requirements for graduation at WF West. These requirements exceed the minimum standards established by the State Board of Education and reflect the high expectations of this community. We are proud of what these young men and women have accomplished. Again, congratulations, class of 2014. At this time, I'd like to ask Mr. Rob Sandy, social studies teacher here at WF West and the voice of WF West graduations, to please come forward. Bearcats, please prepare to receive your diplomas.
Well set. Clayton's the first one. Clayton M. Easley. Connor Major Gray. Daniel Brosnahan. Josh Meza. Nolan Jeffrey Heaton. Hunter McKay Ensrud. Brady William Foley. John P. Burton Jr. Brennan M. Roberts. Kyle Ryan Gilkey. Tracy Ann McQuigg. Jordan R. Green. Lindsay Lee Giffey. Demi Ray Skidmore. Reagan McKiley Nelson. Mackenzie Tyra Lofgren. Jessica Marie Hankins. Catherine May Hankins. Kaylana Marie Graham. Haley E. Snyder. Jacob Neal Schneider. Tanner John Kanan. Jonathan M. Sherman. Garrett A. Combs. Austin Fuentes. Christian W. Cabrera. Kelly J. Mueller. Caleb Wayne Hansen. Sean Michael Wayne Dom. Justin Gallagher. Michael A. Mielitz. Kayla Nicole Johnston. Brenna Lynn Dollarhide. Nicole Louisa Thorpe. Allison Lee Withy. Emily Pauline Pierce. Brittany Junelle Robeson. Jasmine Sky Gilbert. Kendra Leanne Rant. Candace Waterman. Hannah K. Herzog. Keisha Marie Matz. Alexander Charles Cox. Zachary John Sexton Strom. Sean Brown. Nicholas Charles Chesley. Joshua Duane Clough. Tyler Dunham. Luis De La Mora Luque. Brian Michael Moon. Reggie John Eklund. Parker Thomas Walsh. Colton Boyd Gray. Nicole Suzanne Bach. Elisa Marie Smiley. Zoe Neal Saylor. Drew Nicole Christopher. Bailey Joe Weaver. Becca Lynn Mongi. Kayla Lynn Contreras. Lorena Catherine Benching. Tabitha M. Rexroad. Cheyenne Lorraine Bishop. Anna Rosemary Dietre. Kyle Dwayne Schmidt. Jonathan Santos. Tanner J. Guller. Rogelio Sevilla. Austin Yao. Nick Lund. Joshua Robert Nelson. Nick's. Supposed to be after Cameron. Cameron Wesley Panko. At this time, we have a special presentation.
I just want to take a moment to introduce a special guest. Lee Davidson is Cameron's great-grandfather, and he wanted to hand Cameron his diploma. He graduated 80 years ago from Chehalis High School.
That's 1934. Andrew Willard Michael. Justin James Shoemaker. Diego A. Jimenez. Nicole Joanne Marcella. Madeline Leanne Boucher. Nike Marie McClure. Madison Lynn Tereski. Erin Marie Hicks. Tess Brianne Cummings. Carrie Ann Otterness. Sydney Kathleen Link. Bailey Bonagowski. Hannah Ann Bingham. Jessica Lunas Sanchez. Cameron Richards. Nolan A. Myers. Dakota P. White. William Eugene Christian. Anthony Kent Painter. Joshua James Belville. Bailey C. Ambergy. Austin Bailey Carlson. Colin Michael Foister. Noah Philip Gallivan. Sarah J.A. Hansen. Rachel Hannah Tennant. Megan Marie Crawford. Kaylar Christine Hernandez. Hayden Alexandra Adams Brame. Larissa May Lindsay. Sue Wynn Bianca Tan. Victoria Ann Weeks. Megan Lee Rockos. Teresa Ray Coulthard. Jateg Singh Mundi. Bo R. McKay. Skylar Charles Lucas. Nathan Justin Sherfy. Hunter Lee Jones. Brandon J. Lynn. Zachary David Clevenger. Gerald R. McCants. Gage Dalton McNaught. Jesse LeCroy Wilson. Matthew Wangan. Dylan N. Federico. Destiny Marie Jerome. Savannah Janan Wheeler. Shania Ann Wilson. Lauren Elizabeth Rose Clark. Jerica Regina Lilly. Hannah L. Rigby. Raina Lynn Magnuson. Sharice Spears. Molly Francis Russell. Bailey Maya Hamilton. Taylor Nicole Smith. Lauren Marie Wade. Tobias J. Johnson. Nathan Wilkes. Kyle Cheney. Dylan Simmons. Anthony Edward Ryan Kelly. Freddie E. Bautista. Tyler St. Catherine. Mitchell Dell Sukforth. Kane Shearer. Dylan Andrew Pless Gilliam. David Marshall. Chelsea Elizabeth Summers. Noelle Renee Bedford. Kara Brianne McDonald. Mackenzie Lee Hoffman. Corey Ann Allred. Kendra M. Steen. Isabella Ramos Barboza. Alessandra Ciccaroni. Haley A. Baker. Caitlin Lee Sipp. Sarah Kathleen McAllister. Rochelle Nicole Godsey. Alexis Jordan Holman. Colby James McDougall. Cody A. Schrader. Jose Miguel Nino. Brian Bailey. Brittany Nicole Ahi. Cheyenne Nicole Vandal. Tiffany Rose Mosteller. Robin Therese Mosteller. Annabella Sierra Alvarado. Lindsay Marie Lawrence. Sierra Kaylin Gibbs. Nicole Tanner Lovo. Tylene Donna Teagle. Megan Marie Rumley. Raylene Marie Heredia. Ariane Arling Woodland. Cassandra Rose Smathers. Haley A. Chahowski. Tabitha Ray Moyer. Julia Therese Carter. Kylie Elizabeth Taylor. Elizabeth Louise Hansen. Candace Ann Hitch. Cora Ashley Marie Crawford. Amber Lynn Johnson. Devaney Leanne Frank.
Congratulations, Bearcats, and your families as well. I'd ask that you would join us immediately following the ceremony for the recessional in the Commons. And also, please allow the class of 2014 to exit the gym before you leave your seats. It'll take them a few minutes to get out. Class of 2014, it's time for Tess Cummings, your class president, to come up for the turning of the tassels. Patience. Let Tess get up here.
Okay, if we can have the class of 2014 stand on up. It's time to move those tassels.